fed up with the inaction on gun control, California Governor Gavin Newsom yesterday proposed the 28th Amendment to the United States Constitution, and it looks to nullify the Second Amendment. Let's talk about that. Before I jump into that, I want to thank the sponsor of the video, and that's Lear Capital. Inflation is killing our wallets at the pump and the grocery store. Interest rate hikes are killing our small businesses and the economy. Banks are failing. The dollar is failing. And it seems to be getting worse day by day. But the good news is that we can protect ourselves and our financial futures by holding tangible assets like gold and silver. So why wait? Do what I did and call my friends at Lear Capital. They helped me purchase my gold and silver and showed me just how easy it actually is to add physical gold or silver to an IRA or a 401k. Give them a call today. It's 1-800-260-5075 or check them out at leargg.com. Links and phone number will be down in the description for you. Once again, that's leargg.com or 1-800-260-5075. All right, guys, my name is Jared. This is Guns and Gadgets, and I bring you Second Amendment news, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, no matter where it happens in this great land, whether it's litigation or legislation or anything in between. And this would definitely fall on anything in between. The United States Constitution, there are currently 27 amendments to it. Many others have been attempted and failed. And before I jump into this amendment and show you what it actually says, let's review what it takes for a constitutional amendment to be ratified. In order to prevent arbitrary changes, the process for making amendments is quite onerous. An amendment may be proposed by a 2/3 vote in both houses of Congress, or if 2/3 of the states request one, by a convention called for that purpose. The amendment must then be ratified by 3/4 of the state legislatures or 3/4 of conventions called in each state for ratification. So it is very difficult by nature, by design, to amend the Constitution. And Gavin Newsom yesterday, in probably preparation for his run for president, who wants to be known as the gun control candidate, he officially had his state submit the 28th Amendment. Let's start with what Newsom said. We'll go over the 4 things it looks to enshrine in the Constitution, and we'll discuss that a little further. Newsom said, "Our ability to make a more perfect union is literally written into the Constitution. So today, I'm proposing the 28th Amendment to the United States Constitution to do just that. The 28th Amendment will enshrine in the Constitution common sense gun safety measures that Democrats, Republicans, independents, and gun owners overwhelmingly support, while leaving the Second Amendment unchanged and respecting America's gun-owning tradition. The 28th Amendment will permanently enshrine 4 broadly supported gun safety principles into the U.S. Constitution. Number 1, raising the federal minimum age to purchase a firearm from 18 to 21. Number 2, mandating universal background checks to prevent truly dangerous people from purchasing a gun that could be used in a crime. Number 3, instituting a reasonable waiting period for all gun purchases. And number 4, barring civilian purchase of assault weapons that serve no other purpose than to kill as many people as possible in a short amount of time. Weapons of war our nation's founders never foresaw." Well, those are all lies. They're all violations of Bruin, because none of those restrictions, none of those gun safety, common sense crap, none of that existed during the time when the Second Amendment was adopted and ratified, and none of them are consistent with this nation's history on firearm regulation. Text, history, tradition, not liberal, anti-gun moonbat. Let's continue. Additionally, the 28th Amendment will affirm Congress, states, and local governments can enact additional common sense gun safety regulations that save lives. Passage of the 28th Amendment will require a convention to propose amendments to the United States Constitution, amendments plural, also known as an Article 5 convention or a mandatory convention. Working in partnership with members of the California State Senate and Assembly, California will be the first state in the nation to call for such a convention, with a joint resolution being introduced by California State Senator Aisha Wahab and Assemblymember Reggie Jones Sawyer. The governor will work with grassroots supporters, elected and civic leaders, and broad and diverse coalitions across the nation to fight for the passage of similar resolutions in other state legislatures to ensure the convening of a constitutional convention limited to this subject. 33 other states, in addition to California, would need to take action to convene such a convention. He's referring to the magic number of 34, which would be 2/3 of the states. 38 would be 3/4 of the states for ratification of these things if it were to go through Congress. So he thinks that 34 is probably a more likely goal than 38, but I don't think we're going to get 34 states to violate the fundamental document because of these crybabies who don't want to go tough on crime, want to take away the tool of immediate means. And it's interesting they want to fluctuate ages again because it works for the statistics. Gun death rates, the statistics they use include 18 to 21. Those are adults in every other facet in life, unless they want to take something away from you to use statistics. And that's what they're doing with gun death rates. You take away the death rates, the gun death rates of 18 to 21-year-olds who are mostly violent criminals, gangbangers and stuff like that, the rates drop drastically. And then you obviously take away suicides, and it's not a problem at all, especially rifles. But the submission of the 28th Amendment has officially started. California being the first state. Let me know in the description down below if you think your state will be jumping on this convention as well. And this is absolutely no freaking bueno. If you live in California, you probably want to speak up because silence is acceptance regardless of your reasoning. I don't care. I'm not going to call Nancy Pelosi because. The because is the same as I support the Second Amendment, but just do it. Take a couple seconds out of your very important day to do something for the nation and try to stop this stupid attempt to nullify the Second Amendment. With that said, guys and gals, I appreciate your time. Get this out there, please. Like it and share it is a huge way to get it through the anti-gun algorithm. And also subscribe to the channel to let YouTube know that the news coming from here is something worth putting out for others to see. Until we see each other again, my name is Jared. If you're into the Second Amendment, subscribe every single day. Check back multiple times a day. I'll see you on the next one. This sucks. It's a tough number to get, but it's underway. Let's see what happens. Take care.